Good morning. I'd like to call to order the Joint House and Senate Conference Committee hearing for Thursday, April 24th. It is 10:30 a.m. and we are on the 10:30 a.m. agenda in conference room 224, and it's currently 10:32. First item on the agenda is HB 422 HD1 SD2 relating to school impact fees. On behalf of the House, there is myself and Representative Miyake as co-chairs and Representatives Peruso and Muraoka as managers.
Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chairs Senators Kim and Kidani, and managers Senators Hashimoto and Kanoa.
Thank you. And on this bill, we have agreement, but we are waiting for FIN and WAM release. So if it's agreeable to you, Senator, if we could roll this over to 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, April 25th, in the same room. Okay, great.
The next bill is Senate Bill 662 relating to transportation. Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chair Senator Elefante and Senator Chris Lee, as well as manager Senator Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representatives Kila, Todd, and Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Muraoka as manager.
Thank you. We are still waiting on WAM release for this measure.
Yeah, we are still waiting on FIN release as well.
Okay, so why don't we take this up again tomorrow, the 25th, Friday at 10:30 a.m. in this room 224.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Our next bill is Senate Bill 66 relating to housing. So why don't we defer this until the end of this agenda?
Sounds good.
So we'll take this out of order. We'll go next to Senate Bill 38 relating to housing. We're still lacking quorum on this one, so we'll also move this to the end of the agenda, but before Senate Bill 66, if that's all right with you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Next is HB 740 HD2 SD2 relating to housing. On behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Poipoi and Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Grandinetti as manager.
Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chair Senator Hashimoto, and manager Senator Favela.
We don't have agreement yet on this bill, so if we could roll this over to 10:30 tomorrow in this same room, room 224. Does that work?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Next item is HB 432 HD1 SD2 relating to the Rental Housing Revolving Fund. On behalf of the House, there's myself and Representative Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Muraoka as manager.
Senate conferees are myself as chair and co-chair Senator Hashimoto, as well as managers Senators Kanoa and Favela.
And on this, we have agreement, but we are waiting for FIN release.
And we are waiting for that release.
Okay, so if we could also roll this over to 10:30 tomorrow in the same room, room 224. Does that work for you?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Senate Bill 26 relating to affordable housing. Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chairs Senators Inoue and Hashimoto, and Senator Favela as manager.
On behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Hashem and Miyake as co-chairs and Representative La Chica and Representative Muraoka as managers.
So we've drafted a CD1 for this measure. I believe we sent it over.
Yes. And we are close to agreement on it, but let me give it one last look, and we'll need FIN release also. So if we could roll this over to 10:30 tomorrow, does that work?
Yes, 10:30 tomorrow, Friday the 25th, in this room 224.
Thank you. Next item is HB 1409 HD1 SD1 relating to transit-oriented development. On behalf of the House, we have myself and Representatives Hashem and Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Muraoka as manager.
Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chairs Senators Inoue and Hashimoto, and manager Senator Favela.
And we have agreement on this, but we are waiting for FIN release.
And WAM release.
So given that, or if you're okay with it, if we could roll this over to 10:30 tomorrow in room 224.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Our next bill is Senate Bill 1229 relating to the Dwelling Unit Revolving Fund. Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Hashimoto as co-chair, and Senators Kanoa and Favela as managers.
And on behalf of the House, there's myself and Representative Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Pierick as manager.
Okay, so I think we're still waiting for the CD1 from SMA. Is that right? Yeah. So we're still waiting for that CD1. And once we get it, of course, we'll share it with you. So why don't we reconvene on this measure tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. in this room 224.
Sounds good.
And finally, well, not finally, Senate Bill 944 relating to the low-income housing tax credit. Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chair Senator Hashimoto, and managers Senators Kanoa and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Miyake as co-chairs and Representative Purick as manager.
So we have agreement on a CD1. We are still waiting for WAM release.
And we are still waiting on fin release.
So why don't we reconvene on this measure tomorrow, the 25th, in this room 224 at 10:30 a.m.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, that brings us back to Senate Bills 38 and 66. So for Senate Bill 38, we still don't have quorum here on the Senate side.
And we don't have on the House either.
Okay. And Senate Bill 66, we also,
We do have quorum in the House.
okay, great. But we unfortunately don't have quorum in the Senate. We still need Senator Rhodes. So,
I just left him in room 16.
is he?
I didn't ask.
All right, well,
Not
we
my
can
place.
take a brief recess and then try to come back if
Okay.
if and when Senator Rhodes shows up. Is that all right?
Are you okay to see if he shows up here?
I'm gonna go to another one where I'm supposed to vote.
Okay, then
So you can just
we'll recess and we'll see what we can make work.
send someone to get me.
Okay, we're in recess. Welcome back from recess. So for Senate Bill 66, as well as Senate Bill 38, we will be reconvening on these two measures at 12:30 p.m. today in this room 224, if that's amenable to you, Chair.
Yes, sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. And that brings the 10:30 agenda to a conclusion. We are adjourned.
Good morning. I'd like to call to order the joint House and Senate Conference Committee hearing for Thursday, April 24th for our 10:31 agenda in room 224. It is currently 10:46. And we have a single item on our agenda, HB 1298 HD3 SD1 relating to housing. On behalf of the House, there's myself and Representatives Sayama and Miyake as co-chairs and Representatives Capella and Purick as managers.
Senate conferees are myself as chair, co-chairs Senators Aquino and Hashimoto, and manager Senator Favela.
So on this, we are working on some last minute final changes, so we don't have agreement or fin release here. And if it's amenable to you, Senator, if we could roll this over to 10:31 a.m. tomorrow.
10:30 tomorrow.
So 10:30, same agenda, we can combine it, okay. 10:30 agenda in this room, 224. That works?
Sounds good.
Okay. Seeing no further business, this hearing is now adjourned.
Good afternoon. It's 12:33 p.m. and we are coming back for reconvening conference committees on Senate Bill 38 and Senate Bill 66. For Senate Bill 38, the conferees from the Senate are myself as chair, co-chair Senator Rhodes, and managers Senators Kanuha and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Tarnas as co-chairs and Representatives Lachika, Miyake, and Muraoka as managers.
So I believe we have agreement on a CD1, so I'll describe the bill on the CD1 right now. It prohibits the legislative body of a county from imposing stricter conditions than the Hawaii Housing Finance and Development Corporation, stricter area median income requirements, or a reduction in fee waivers to housing development proposals that would increase the cost of the project. The CD1 changes the effective date to upon approval. It also changes 201H-38(1) to the corporation finds the housing project is consistent with the purpose and intent of this chapter, meets minimum requirements of health and safety, and provides the county an opportunity to comment. And we do have agreement on the CD1.
We have agreement, thank you.
Okay, great. So let us take the vote. Chair's recommendation for SB 38 is to pass with amendments. Chair Chang, aye. Co-chair Rhodes. Senator Kanuha.
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused. And may I take the vote on behalf of the House?
Yes, please.
Co-Chair Esselin?
Aye.
Co-Chair Tarnas?
Aye.
Confrey Lachika?
Aye.
Confrey Miyake?
Aye.
Confrey Muraoka is excused. The recommendation is adopted, and we have a bill.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Our next measure is Senate Bill 66, relating to housing. The Senate conferees are myself as chair, Senator Gabbard as co-chair, and Senator Favela as manager.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representatives Lamosao and Tarnas as co-chairs, and Representatives Miyake and Purek as managers.
Okay, so we've been working hard on a CD1 for this measure, and I believe we have agreement. So let me describe the bill as well as the CD1. The bill requires permits to be issued by applicable permitting agencies within 60 days of a complete application being filed for single-family and multifamily housing projects if certain conditions are satisfied, automatically deems approved a permit that is either not otherwise approved by the applicable permitting agency within 60 days or for which the applicant has agreed to all corrections, changes, or recommendations to plans and specifications made by the applicable permitting agency, pauses the 60-day permit review period under certain circumstances, sunsets 6/30/2030. The CD1 makes several changes. It changes the effective date to July 1, 2026. It creates an optional expedited permit track the applicant may invoke after 60 business days have elapsed without county approval. Approval responsibility shifts to the project architect under an indemnification agreement. The county issues the permit on the architect's certification. The clock starts when the application is considered complete. If the county still has not acted 60 business days later, the applicant may request expedited processing. There's no pause mechanism. The applicant simply cannot invoke the expedited path until the 60-day threshold has passed. There's no deemed approval. Instead, the county signs an agreement delegating plan approval to the architect, who must carry insurance and indemnify the state and county. It includes the HD3's historic and flood criteria, plus a project requires that the project be less than or equal to 2 stories, not on shoreline or erosion-prone parcels, and any other county-specified criteria. It requires all design professionals and contractors to provide $2 million worth of insurance, naming the state and county as additional insureds and to indemnify both. Owner-builder projects must execute a liability waiver. Architect or successor monitors construction, keeps inspection records, and certifies a certificate of occupancy. The county may still inspect, but notes that the certificate of occupancy was architect approved. Counties may also define what constitutes a 60-day period and set fees for expedited permits. So we have agreement on the CD1?
We have agreement, and that was a very thorough overview. My phone rang during part of it. I just want to, you did mention the 30-foot limitation, right?
Could you repeat that?
That is limited to structures under 30 feet. I believe you mentioned it, but I just want to make sure it was in there.
Limited to under 30 feet, to be clear.
Yeah, and also just to be clear that in the rulemaking process, while the bill doesn't specify that the counties can toll the 60-day period, in the rulemaking process, the counties would have the authority, if they wanted to implement a tolling mechanism.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, thank you for the thorough overview.
Okay, so we have agreement. So the recommendation of the House and Senate managers is to pass SB 66 with amendments. Chair Chang, aye. Co-Chair Gabbard? Aye. Senator Favela is excused. May I take the vote on behalf of the House?
Yes, please.
Co-Chair Esselin?
Aye.
Co-Chair Lamosao?
Aye.
Co-Chair Tarnas?
Aye.
Confrey Miyake?
Aye.
Confrey Purek? Okay, we have a bill.
Thank you very much.
There being no further business, this meeting is adjourned.